Nearly $10 million a year in ad revenue, gone in 1 week. This past January, YouTube shut down 16 channels in a single enforcement wave. Between them, 35 million subscribers and 4.7 billion lifetime views switched off overnight. And almost everyone was built the same way, cranking out video with artificial intelligence. So here's the strange part, and it's the whole reason this series exists. YouTube did not shut those channels down for using AI. It shut them down for one specific thing, and I'm not giving it away until we've walked the whole map. Because you can absolutely make money on YouTube with AI in 2026. Just not the way those 16 tried.
Okay, here, and let me put a fair number on it before anyone gets excited. Nobody goes from zero to rich in 30 days. A realistic path is $0 to about $3,000 a month, and it takes roughly a year of steady work to get there. That's the real timeline, not the thumbnail.
Hey, Michael here. And the good news is the work itself got faster. There's a pipeline you run every time. An idea becomes a script. The script becomes a voice, then a video, then a thumbnail, then you publish. AI can assist at every step, but you still direct it because it can't do the thinking for you.
I'm Liam, and my read is that thinking part is the exact trap those 16 channels fell into. They let the tool do it all. Scrape a topic, dump it through a robot voice over stock footage, upload 50 times a week. The templated no human pattern is exactly what gets a channel terminated.
That's the line the whole series lives on. YouTube doesn't punish the tool. It punishes the tool replacing you. Assist and you're fine. Replace yourself and you're gone. Say that back before every upload.
Erica, put the whole map on the board because every video after this one is really just one stop on it.
Gladly. It starts with the niche, the corner of YouTube you'll actually compete in. Then the idea. Then the script, where your angle goes in. Then a directed voice and the video assembled around it. Then a thumbnail and a title that earn the click. Finally, you publish, and the money can turn on. 7 stops, and a whole episode waiting at each one.
And here's the part people skip. At every stop on that map, you're the one making the call. Which idea? Which angle? Which take of the voice? Cut this line. That judgment is what keeps you on the safe side, and it's the whole reason this channel can't just be automated end to end.
Before we go further, here's the question sitting under every video on this topic. People keep asking, can you actually still make money with AI on YouTube in 2026? Or is it too late? My plain read is no, it's not too late. But the easy version is over, and the lazy channels are the ones getting wiped.
That's the real frame for the whole series. And we built a place to make it easier on you. Everything we map out lives at grow.professorerica.com. A free tool directory, an earnings and RPM calculator so you can sanity check any income claim you see, and a step-by-step workflow guide. Coming up. Exactly why YouTube wiped those 16 channels. How slow the money really is. And the one gate that switches your paycheck on. Get all 3 right, and your channel is never on that list. The rule that wiped those channels has a name. In July of 2025, YouTube renamed its repetitious content policy. The new name is Inauthentic content. Same idea, sharper teeth. Mass-produced, templated video that's easy to replicate at scale is simply not eligible to earn.
And the January wave was YouTube proving it meant it. 1 week, 16 channels, the exact numbers Erica opened with. But the pattern was nearly identical across all of them, and that's the useful part for you.
I looked at a few of those channels before they went down. Same synthetic voice on every video, same template, the same stock clips sliding by. Upload, 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 10 times a day with no person anywhere in it.
My read is this is where most beginners panic. They hear all that and assume AI itself is banned, that they'll get terminated for even touching it. But that's not what the record actually says, is it?
It isn't, and this is the most important minute in the whole series. A YouTube spokesperson confirmed the removals were for spam and deceptive practices, not a new anti-AI rule. So here are the 2 paths side by side. The assist column starts with your angle and you direct the tool. The replace column starts with a scraped script. Your whole channel lives on which column you pick. The assist path is the first column. You bring the idea and the angle. You direct the voice. You make real editing calls. The replace path is the second. Scrape a script, dump it through a default voice, clone one template 50 times. The assist path earns for years. The replace path gets shut down.
Here's the test I actually use, and it's simple. In your head, remove the AI from your video. Is there still a human idea, an angle, a judgment call left standing? If yes, you're assisting, and you're safe. If nothing is left, that's the replacement the policy shuts down.
Which is a pretty low bar, honestly.
Low bar, sure, but you'd be amazed how many people can't clear it because they wanted the money without the idea. That's exactly who ends up on the terminated list.
So that's the wall. Clear it and you get to build. Which brings us to the question you actually clicked for. How much money is real here, and how long until you see any of it? Wait until you see how quiet month 1 really is. Before we keep going, one small favor that actually moves the needle. If this is landing for you, tap like, then subscribe and turn on the bell so you do not miss the rest. 2 taps, completely free, and it pushes this in front of more people who need it.
Here's the real money map, and it's slower than anyone selling a course will tell you. 0 to about $3,000 a month, over roughly 12 months of consistent work. Let me walk you up the real curve. I like this chart because it replaces the fantasy with the real numbers. Months 1 to 3, you'll likely earn nothing, 0. That's not failure, that's the build phase, and it's exactly where most people give up and walk away.
Hold on. 3 whole months of 0?
0. Then right around months 3 to 6, uploading consistently, you cross the monetization line and the ad money switches on. A first real month, maybe $100 to $500, tends to land around months 4 to 8.
And if you keep shipping and your videos are genuinely good, months 9 to 18 is where a consistent 500 to a few thousand a month becomes realistic. Notice the word consistent. That one word carries all the weight.
And here's the part the hype leaves out, so I'll just say it plainly. Most channels earn less than this. Many never cross the monetization line at all because people quit in that first quiet stretch when nothing is happening yet. If you want a money button, this is not it. If you want to build something, it absolutely is.
Which is the straight pitch, so let me push on it. If somebody just wants fast cash this month, isn't there a better move than waiting a year?
Really, yes. If you need money this month, a job or freelancing pays faster and more reliably, full stop. This pays off when you can wait a year and enjoy the building itself. That's who it fits, the patient builder. Anyone promising you 30 days is selling you the dream, not the math.
So that's the map. Slow, real, and worth it if you're patient. But $3,000 a month raises the obvious question, and it's one nobody explains properly. How does a single view actually turn into $1 in your pocket? Let's follow the money.
Every 1,000 views is not a fixed paycheck, but there's one rule underneath all of it. On a regular long-form video, you keep 55% of the ad money, YouTube keeps 45%. And that split has not changed since 2007.
This is where the math matters, because RPM confuses everyone who starts out. RPM is just your take-home per 1,000 views. Let me run one honest example month, line by line. Say your videos pull in about $1,000 of gross ad revenue across a month. YouTube takes its 45% cut first, $450, before you ever see a cent of it, which leaves you $550. Divide that by your thousands of views and you get your RPM, your real take-home per 1,000 views. That one number is the whole game, and it swings wildly depending on your topic.
$550 a month is real money. But here's the catch the get-rich videos skip. You can't earn a single cent of it until YouTube actually lets you into the partner program. There's a gate, and you have to cross it first.
And the gate is not a secret. This is the actual eligibility page on YouTube's own help site. The main door is 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 valid public watch hours in the past 12 months. Or, if you're building a shorts channel, 1,000 subscribers plus 10 million valid shorts views in 90 days. Same subscriber count, a completely different second number, and you pick the door that matches how you actually make video. Liam, you've been holding a question on this.
I have, and it's the one I'd actually ask. Is there any way to start getting paid before I hit that full 1,000 subscribers in 4,000 hours?
Yes, and it's badly underused. There's an earlier tier at 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. It won't switch on the ads yet, but it unlocks fan funding. Membership super thanks, so money can start flowing to you months sooner.
One warning that traps shorts people constantly. Watch time from the shorts feed does not count toward those 4,000 hours. Shorts have their own separate 10 million view door. Mix the two up and you'll sit there waiting forever on a number that is never going to move.
So that's how a view becomes $1, and the exact line you cross to switch it on. Which leaves the real question, the one actually worth arguing about. In 2026, is any of this even worth your time? So let's have the argument actually worth having. Is a faceless AI-assisted channel worth starting in 2026? Or did that window close the moment the crackdown hit? Kay thinks the math still works. Liam thinks most people are walking straight into a wall. I'll keep both sides on the record. Kai, make your case.
The tools got cheaper and the work got faster, so your real cost is time and the payoff compounds. One good video keeps earning for years. Treat it like a small business. Bring a genuine angle, and a few thousand a month inside a year is a reasonable target. That's a better return than almost any side hustle I can measure.
My read is that's the survivor talking. For every channel earning 3,000 a month, a pile of them earn nothing and quit. And the ground keeps moving under you. A major AI video tool called Sora was shut down this year, right when people had built whole workflows on top of it. Because a crew the tea building on sand.
Wait, Kai, before you answer the money, answer the sand. If the tools keep changing this fast, how is that a business and not just a gamble?
Because the skill is the moat, not the tool. If Sora shuts down, you swap in the next one in an afternoon. What you actually own is the angle, the writing, the judgment. The tool is a paintbrush. Losing one brand of brush doesn't end painting.
Unless the brush was the whole act.
Fair shot. And that is exactly the channel that gets wiped, the one where the tool was the whole act. If losing the AI ends your channel, you were the replacement, not the creator. That's the test from earlier, and it's the real dividing line.
Okay, I'll give you that one. If there's a real person behind it, the tool risk shrinks a lot. I still think most beginners badly underestimate that year of quiet work. I tell someone to go in expecting a hobby that might become an income, not the other way around.
That's fair, and it's the most useful thing said so far. Kai, can you live with that framing?
I can expect a full year. Bring a real point of view. Don't bet your rent on it. If that's the deal on the table, I'm still in.
So my take, all cards up, and the record backs it up. Worth it, with conditions. YouTube's own policy rewards exactly what Liam described, a real human angle, and it shuts down the shortcut Kai warned about. My actual recommendation is this. It's worth starting if you'll treat it like a craft and wait out the slow first year. It's not worth it if you wanted a money button, because that button is exactly what got 16 channels wiped. So remember this one line, and it's the whole series in 8 words. Assist, and you build. Replace yourself, and you're gone. Quick recap before we close. You can make money on YouTube with AI in 2026. The tool is fine. Replacing yourself with it is what gets a channel wiped. The realistic path is 0 to about 3,000 a month over roughly a year, and every stop on that map is its own video ahead.
The number to keep is the split. You keep 55%, YouTube keeps 45%. Run any income claim through that, and half the hype falls apart on the spot.
Your move tonight: pick your niche and write one real idea down in your own words, not the tools. That's the human layer, and it starts day one. And send this to the friend who keeps saying they'll start a channel someday.
My one warning: expect the first few months to be quiet. That silence is normal. It is not failure, and it's the exact moment most people quit, right before it starts working.
Next in the series, we open the books: how much faceless channels really make, RPM by niche, and why finance topics can pay 10 times what entertainment does.
If this gave you the map with the tolls marked instead of the hype, hit like and subscribe, because we're building this whole roadmap one video at a time. And that free earnings calculator is waiting at grow.professorerica.com.
Here's the one we couldn't settle today, so tell us in the comments. Is a year of quiet work worth a few $1,000s a month, or is that just too slow for you?
Class dismissed. Thank you for learning with me today. This is Professor Erica.